you finished adding your banner, you'll now want to proceed with adding sections that highlight the benefits of joining your website, that highlight the content that will be delivered to someone who subscribes to your site. So you can either use some of the sections that already exist on the template, or you can go and add some new sections. And how you find them is by just going to the sections menu and then clicking add sections. And so here is a list of different types of layouts you can add to your site. So if you select showcase, you can see there are lots of different types of layouts here, different columns. I particularly like to use the text and image full, or the text and image sections. The text and video section is also very nice if you want to embed a video from YouTube, like an intro video. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the text and image section. And when you add a section, what will happen, it will load at the bottom of the page. So I'm just going to publish that quickly. Now, sometimes if ever the homepage editor freezes, or if it doesn't seem to be loading properly, all you need to do is refresh the page. Sometimes what happens is that the browser, which is actually a lot of the content of the homepage editor is being stored on, isn't updating properly, so you just need to refresh your browser. So I'm just going to go back to the sections list, and I'm going to move the text and image layout up to the top of the page. So you can see it's right here now. I also always like to rename the sections so that I can kind of keep track of what section I'm working on. So now I'm just going to grab some content that I've already created on another site and click the pencil icon and just paste it in the editor. Now I'll have to format this text. So I'm just going to separate it. Going to make sure that this is paragraph text and that I'm using the proper headings. So as you can see, I've already added a heading here. So this is kind of the top heading, and then I have content below that heading. So this heading here I used for H2. So now I'm going to make this H3. I would say that, the H3, that you shouldn't really be using any headings, any more headings other than 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to just make this text a little larger. And again, as I mentioned before, it's really important to be adding that padding around your content so that people can focus better on it. And I usually just make it 15 on each side. You can play around with it and just see what you feel visually works best. And I'll also just make this text a little larger. And the call to action, again, I'll want to make sure that I have a consistent look with my call to action buttons. So I'm going to make it a pill shaped. Going to add that border. Let me see if I can get the right color. Okay, so I just need to now update the colors so that it's consistent with the same color I'm using in the banner. The label color, I'll want that to be black. And I'll want to add a black border for the hover. So here, if I hover over it, you can see there's a black outline. Okay. And then again, I like to use the advanced settings so that I can make sure the buttons are kind of the same size. Although actually the size of the button does typically depend on the amount of text. So it's not going to be the same size as this button because the text here is much longer. So it is nice to also try to use the same number of characters on your button so that you get the consistent look of the buttons being always the same shape. So again, let me just update a new image. So I'll just use that one. And again, this image is about 800 pixels, maybe it's a bit smaller. And I'll just save that. Also, if you can see, I'm using my keywords, website templates, customization, so that people, when they come to the site, they know what my site will be delivering to them. Now, once you've published these, sometimes it's nice to use an arrangement of the same layouts, just kind of flipping them back and forth. So what I might do next is then go back to this section and just duplicate it. And I'll just bring it to the top, publish. Okay, so you can see that I now have these two sections and stacked on each other. And I'll just want to now click into the one and just arrange the position of the image so that you can have this more of this checkerboard look. And then I will just update the content here. And just grab some text to put in. Making sure I'm using my proper headings again. The padding, and you don't have to worry about resetting the buttons again because now since you've duplicated it, the buttons are duplicated as well. So now if you can have this kind of checkerboard look, or maybe you want some space between those two rows. And that's when I would recommend using the spacer section. Because again, creating that space between sections again helps the user to focus on the sections. So there might be a spaces section here. I'm just going to grab it and just stick it between the two sections so you can see it's there. And if you click into the spaces section, you can adjust the height of that section. Again, you might just kind of want to look visually at things. Just make sure that the presentation seems to be user-friendly and that you have some nice white space around your elements. So this is how you can create sections that highlight your benefits and inform any visitors to your site about what their membership will deliver to them.